Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Davey's Analysis. This is episode number 17, and in this video, we're gonna go over the new Storm Surge meta. I'm gonna go over the basics and tell you like how many people need to die each zone and when Storm Surge will go active. And I'm also gonna give you some of my thoughts, my personal thoughts and opinions and theories on how to play this new Storm Surge the best way possible from what I've learned from VODing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below, subscribe. Send the video to your duos if you want them to learn about the new Storm Surge meta as well. And this is not going to be that long of a video, just short and sweet and simple. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to try to explain the new Storm Surge the best I can for you guys. So first zone closing, if it's 90 people plus, then Storm Surge will go active first zone closing. And then once it goes down to 90 and below, the Storm Surge will go away. So that's the first warning. And then second zone is the biggest jump. It goes from 90 people to 64 people need to be alive. So if it's 64 plus with second zone closing, Surge is going to go active, and this is where you're going to need a lot of Surge because a lot of people will need to die. From 90 to 64 is a big jump. So getting some early on Surge is really important. So getting Surge during your loot routes, maybe being aggressive for Surge early on, or just having a really good position early on to get Surge, or just like holding congestion by being ahead of the congestion, which we will get into that further into the video. But yeah, so this is the biggest jump for Surge, which is concerning to a lot of duos in this new Surge meta. And then it goes from 64 to 54, which is still a pretty big jump, and that's third zone closing. And then fourth zone closing, which is the zone right before half and half, is 44. It used to be 50, so it's a big change. And then half and half closing, 40 people. Then first moving, it says 30. So as it gets late into the end game, it's really not that bad. It's just what's concerning is the beginning of the games. You're just going to need to rack up a lot of surge. So in this area, like the second zone closing and the third zone closing, you're going to need a lot of surge. So I'm going to get into my personal theories on like how you can manage the surge a lot better in this new meta. I learned a lot from botting certain teams in FNCS heats on how to play the surge, and I have a certain theory on how to play the surge, which I will get into. But yeah, all this information though is in my Discord, Davey's VODs, and it's $3 to buy in. Just DM me on Twitter, DaveyTV_. But yeah, let's get right into the example so I can show you what I think about this certain surge meta. All right, so this is first game of FNCS Heat 1, and Nani and Cooper actually win this game. They actually had a difficult time right here with Surge. As you can see, they were one below, and I'm pretty sure they start getting ticked. But I just wanted to show you the position they put themselves here, and this is the ideal position in my perspective on where you want to be for Storm Surge. So as you can see on the map right here, this like huge congestion on edge. And a lot of teams kind of have to be on congestion because they're pulling max zones, landing north like on edge. So it's understandable why some of these teams are on edge. But if you're a team that pulls a nice zone on this like certain pull, this south pull by Cami split, if you can get yourself out of the congestion, but be the person that's still holding the congestion, then I feel like you can really maximize the amount of surge you get. I feel like this meta, it's not too much about getting in deep, because if you get in deep, grief all your mats to get in deep, and then you're wondering why you're not getting a lot of surge out of it, is because the teams that are holding congestion, staying in front of congestion, and just leading the pathway and rotating early, have a better shot at managing surge easier. So I'm just going to let this play for you a bit. I'm pretty sure they're going to get ticked a bit. Yeah, there's still 16 below, but Nani's getting some really good tags in on the team over there. Starting to get sprayed by Pump, and then Pump gives them a little bit of surge. But I think this is just a really good spot because when this zone starts pulling, they're going to be able to maximize their surge even more. They're losing some bloom fights here, but it's fine. They're just going to have to burn their heals. They're 114 above. And once the zone starts closing in, because since they're holding congestion, they can just get so many tags. Like as you can see, you can hear the dings. And right now they're 144 above. And as kids keep rotating in, they're going to keep getting tags. 200 above now. And all these teams on congestion, they're all griefing each other. All these teams that are rotating in late, they're burning mats, they're burning heals, and they're not getting any surge out of it whatsoever. So if you can just put yourself in front of the congestion to hold kids, you'll rack up so much surge. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that. That's my personal theory on this meta surge, on how to get it like very well if you're not going to be fighting a duo early on or being aggressive early on. It's all about positioning yourself in front of people to hold them. So yeah, that's about it. Alright, so I thought this was commendable by Paper and Lawrence. This is first game of heats, and they're not doing too great on Surge. Their Surge hasn't been too good, and their health isn't that great, but this supports my theory what they do here, and it's a little bit odd and a little bit different. I personally wouldn't have thought about it, and I think it's really smart. So right here, they're almost in 4th zone, and they're not doing that great on Surge, so, and their mats are not looking too hot, but I really love this play they do. So they sprint, you know, burn a little bit of wood here, but refarm it. And they're going to clear that bush. Sprint to the bush. No build challenge, which is interesting, but it works out in their favor. And they know their surge isn't that great, so they set themselves up. Look, 21 above. And they get in deeper to look at the congestion. And I think it was just really smart from them, because this gives them a way better angle for them to get surge than sitting under Nani back there. So I thought that was really smart. They start trading with Ritual. They drop a keg down, and now they're 120 above. And I just want you to look at the map at where they're located. They're in relatively close to the center of 4th zone. But notice how they were on congestion over here to the right, just a little bit of congestion towards the right. Put themselves at a better angle to stare at the congestion, get ahead of them, and it puts them at a great angle to get surge. So I thought that was really smart from them to do that. So I just wanted to show you guys that. All right, finally, I'm going to show you this clip here of me getting Storm Surge in a Vital game. I know it's just Vital. It's a lot of drones, but I just want you to look at the map and see where I positioned myself. So I'm ahead of all the congestion. I landed South Covert this game. I put myself on this little island near edge, but not on edge. And right now I'm holding all the kids that are rotating from congestion. So these guys are the last people rotating in, and I'm in front of them. I'm not deep in storm right now, like center zone. I'm just in front of congestion right now. And I'm holding all these kids, getting so much storm surge out of it. And this is a great way to get storm surge. So this is me just testing my theory in scrims, and it worked very well. So maybe you guys can try it out yourself. But getting ahead of congestion and looking back, you can rack up so much storm surge. And yeah, that's it though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned a lot.